Diva Dialogue, a talk show where we cover topics about healing from addiction to getting rid of your zits. If feeling passionate about something we're talking about, give us a call on our call-in number, 989-402-5414, so you can talk with our coach, Deb, who's been coaching for 6 years. Without further ado, here's our host, Deb.
Hey, how's everybody today on this beautiful, here in Bay City, Michigan? It is just beautiful today. The sun is out, the sky is blue, and it does my heart good because we were without blueness for a long time. Everybody was blue except for the sky. But it's out now. And I have some of my favorite people here in the studio with me today, the young women from the Bay City Food Cooperative, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about themselves and why they are involved in the cooperative.
Oh, hello. My name is Jessica McWhorter, and I am a board director on the Bay City Cooperative Market. And I just love food co-ops, and I said, hey, I want one of these in Bay City, and who is better to make it happen but me? And so I went for it and been involved for a few years now.
And my name is Krista Schubert. I'm also a board member of the Bay City Cooperative Market and a teacher here in Bay City, and have been a member of other cooperatives and places that I've lived. Loved shopping cooperative markets, always knew that I could find what I was looking for, always knew that I didn't have to really think about where it was being sourced because somebody was doing that for me and thinking about it in advance. And I trusted the decisions that they were making because I knew that they involved a lot of great ones like fair trade choices and organic and very healthy sources. So Bay City is perfect for this, in my opinion, and we don't really have anything like this with very quick access to some of our other businesses. And so as soon as I heard what Jessica and some of the other founding people were doing, I wanted in as well. I'm very excited about this.
Good. So you already mentioned a few of the things that set aside a food co-op from a grocery store, and I know there's tons more. Why don't you talk about those a little bit?
Sure. Well, a food co-op typically this day and age is a regular retail grocery store. The only difference is it's owned by its members, so it can truly serve its members. It's more of a true democratic process in decision making, and doesn't reward outside investors. It rewards the people who have invested their chunk of money into it.
So it's actually an ownership.
It is,
yeah.
But it is also open to the public, so you don't have to be an owner to shop there. It's just the owners reap the benefits when the co-op is profitable.
I think that's so cool. I mean, the whole concept is so user-friendly, for lack of a better word. So not only are you the food is usually sourced nearby or from other co-ops. That talk about that because I know I'm not saying it right.
No, that's okay. Yes, with cooperative networks, it's easy to source some of our some produce and things like that. It doesn't travel quite as far to get to your grocery store. So it's tends to be more fresh. You have a few more organic or non-GMO choices that are available. So that's, and with a cooperative network, you have the same concept of being able to, to buy in larger quantity and larger, in bulk and things like that. And so you can share that savings with your owners and the shoppers at your cooperative.
So that's another cool thing is that the food co-ops, like I bet you in this part of Michigan, work really closely together. Is that true?
We do. We've been invited to several of the gatherings that have been happening over the past 2 years, and
nice.
It's really interesting to meet all the other general managers of the stores, and they are also nice and they offer you help, and they're trying to organized to get better deals through local distributors and just talking about the products that are most popular in their stores.
Oh, boy, that's a big help, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you'll all, by the time this one opens, you'll be so well educated.
We feel like that.
Yes.
We're gathering a lot of information. And I have to say, we have some amazing owners that contribute, but we also have a great board that really is interested in doing its homework and looking into all of the possibilities. We really try to do our owners justice, do our due diligence by helping to make some good decisions and hoping that they feel okay with that too. And if not, well, they can tell us because it is a democratic process. So that's the nice thing about it.
And that should make people feel more confident as well about investing in it because it's like you own a share, right?
Yeah.
So, and I've been remiss about signing up, and I have to write myself a note because I keep forgetting. But you've given some different ways to join now. So let's elaborate a little bit about your website and how you can become a member.
Sure.
Our website is baycityfood.org, and you can join on there with PayPal. We have a payment plan now that is just $20 a month until you pay that $200 ownership share fee. We can also take, check, money order, cash, in person. We have a big public meeting coming up, April 17th. We do usually one of those a year, and along with our annual owners meeting. But the big public meeting will be April 17th at 6:15 p.m. at the Wirt Library, and anyone is welcome to attend and learn more and sign up there.
Yeah, and even if you've been at some of our meetings before and you just want to get an update because maybe you haven't checked in with us in a while, it's also a great opportunity just to come in and maybe ask some questions that you didn't get to the first time around. We're going to be giving an update probably about our progress and show our new goal line. So we want to share that with everybody. And the nice thing about being an owner too is recently we had a really fun potluck that was sponsored by a couple of our owners at the boathouse. And that was a great gathering. We have some wonderful people that are owners, and that's what we hope to create, that gathering of those people that, we have the same interests as far as what we eat and what we want to bring to the community and how we want to invest back into the community. And so far we have quite an amazing group of people that assembled together. And so hopefully we can expand that at our next meeting. And a lot of people ask, hey, is that the only way that I can pay? And don't feel like, oh, I can only do this online payment or I can only do this one-time payment. Honestly, if you talk to any of the board members or email us via the website, or, you can even contact Jessica and Jordan at Electric Kitsch downtown because they're both board members. And so, you can ask them some questions, and you can also come up with a payment arrangement that works better for you. However you want to do that. We're very flexible. So.
Yeah. Very good. You can talk.
Okay. No, there's not much to add to that. That's, yeah. We're just a group of people trying to do this. It's kind of a grassroots movement, but it's also very official and organized now.
Yes.
Compared to how it was maybe in the 70s. But we can do whatever works for people. We just want you to join our cause and help us make this grocery store a reality.
I think it's wonderful. And in California, when I lived in California, there were food co-ops years and years ago, and it took a long time for them to get here. But now they're all over Michigan.
Yeah, we have 9 existing co-ops in the state.
Nice. That's nice. Almost in a straight row, probably, huh?
They're all over.
Are they
more
are.
You'd be surprised where they are too. And
Good.
A lot of times, sort of like with our case, Marquette is a great example.
I wouldn't have guessed Marquette.
Yeah, theirs is amazing, quite honestly. And a lot of places that are a little bit more rural actually open them because they want someplace kind of a general localized spot where everybody can go and grab what they need. And sometimes it's a little bit easier than trying to drive to where there's a larger grocery store.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
And so, believe it or not, it really, that's what's great about cooperative. It fits in a lot of different types of communities. And as long as the people want it there, it can thrive.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? So we talked about some of the differences already, but like name me a couple of the other things that are maybe not different than other grocery stores, but maybe different than what we have to choose from around here.
Want me to? Yeah, okay. Personally, what I'm excited about is I love to cook. And so I like the idea of being able to access bulk spices and nuts of all kinds and ingredients that dry goods that I can buy in bulk and kind of decide on the amount that I want to pick rather than, have it all packaged in a jar and wasting jars. And, every time that you need to go back and get something, you can reuse your own things. So I love the idea of that, leaving less of a carbon footprint, being able to use some of my own storage containers that fit my kitchen a little bit better. So it's a little bit more cost effective to buy some things in bulk. I'm looking forward to that. And, seasonally we can get some really great stuff, and we have some wonderful farming communities around here, and we have a few organic farms that people might not be aware of. And, hopefully we can source locally and, during, when it's season and appropriate, to get those things. But also we do have access year round because of the Cooperative Grocers Network. And so we will have access to some wonderful things, so you don't miss them too badly, even when they're not in season around here anymore.
That's good, huh?
Yeah. But for the meantime, we can support that. And, cottage industry goods, there's a lot of great stuff happening in Michigan-made products right now. Some of them are really wonderful, and we can help support that cottage industry and people that are local to our area too, by supporting their products. So in a sense, you're giving right back to the community in that sense. You're supporting people that are really close to you rather than, places that are a little bit farther away, and, you have a perfectly great product right here outside your back door.
Right. And so you don't have to drive. Like there's a local honey person.
Yes.
That would be so so there's a local honey person, local corn, local tomatoes. So instead of driving to all these places and to support, because I think that's big. I think more people are doing that now too. They're trying to buy more local and support those cottage industries that are right. geographically relevant to where you live. But to be able to come to one place and do it all, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
And, those big places that, we're fans of, like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, for example, they're, yes, they can supply organic, but they can't support the local farmer as much as an operation like a cooperative can, because they need so much more in volume to be able to do that. And a local grower really can't always accommodate
Good
that.
Point.
But
yes.
a local grower can accommodate the size of your community generally.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. It looked like you were going to add something there.
I forgot already. Sorry. Krista made a lot of good points.
But, another reason is, you might have special dietary needs. And I'm not a vegan, but a lot of people in our community are vegan or vegetarian, or maybe they can't have gluten, or maybe they don't eat sugar. And so there's a lot more options, tasty options that you might not be aware of out there. And Jessica can definitely speak to that one.
Yeah, I am vegan, and it's our local stores have come a long way with getting specialty prepared food products for people with special diets. But those are mainly coming from major corporate places too. And maybe there's a smaller company that's starting up that makes a really great nut cheese or something, and they want to get it into stores, and they might start with cooperatives first because they can do a smaller contract.
Yeah. Ooh, that's an excellent point. Yeah. So it'll help new up and coming businesses as well. I didn't even think of that. I love that.
You see a lot of different products in a co-op than you'd see in your major grocery chains.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. I don't know why, but my mouth is watering.
We can't wait either.
I must be hungry. Yes,
and I was looking for something very specific the other day, and it was something that they actually had on the shelf at Kroger, and they can't keep. I mean, they won't put it back out there. And